What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl video. Alright, so I did say if anything interesting happened with the game that I would be covering it, mainly because, of course, I have been more interested in Legends Arceus than I am in BDSP. I'm still going to play BDSP. I will not clown you if you like the game, because I've seen a lot of that going on, people clowning people, you know, because, oh, look at this incomplete game that's out there. You know, I've been seeing a lot of that. If you like the game, I'm not going to clown you. I'm going to play the game myself. I'm also not smoking hopium, hoping that the day one patch fixes everything that's wrong with this game. Because it's not, there are things that should be in the game that aren't in the game. But yeah, so of course I'm going to cover most of the data mine leaks that have happened. Now, I waited about a day or so to make sure most of the stuff was data mined. And so, because I didn't want to have to do like 3 or 4 videos on this, because there are other things that I want to do this week as far as videos. Like, I want to review Dune on my second channel. I want to review the Eternals, so I did go to see that. And I want to review High Guardian Spice on this channel, because I've seen that sucker, and I have to say, that's gonna be an interesting review. Alright, but yeah, this video is gonna have spoilers, so of course, if you don't want to be spoiled on what's in BDSP, I'm not gonna spoil the story, but if you play Generation 4, you kind of know what's going on here. But if you don't want to be spoiled by what is in the game, you can definitely check out any of the other videos on my channel. I have anime reviews, I have anime first impressions. My second channel, the Loot Box Hero, I also have videos over there, reviews on non-anime related stuff. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. And this is, oh, I also have timestamps in the description. So if you want to skip to something specific, you know, or I have chapters in the thing, so if you want to skip around the video, because this might be a little bit long. I'm not quite sure how long this video is going to be. But yeah, so I thought first we would go ahead and check and see what's going on the website here. Can I click this? No? Okay. So pre-order, experience the nostalgia of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games that you're on the Switch. Look at this. The original story was faithfully reproduced, and these remakes include easy to understand, player-friendly conveniences for a modern Pokemon series. Basically saying that this is a pretty much straight up remake. Alright, so the new stuff that they introduced here, now this is say get the Manaphy egg, which I'm gonna check out because I didn't know that was a thing. But the mythical Pokemon, so this is something that actually leaked in the data mine pretty early. But you can get Jarachi if you have a save file of Sword or Shield, and you can get Mew if you have Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. So if you have save files on your Switch for either of these games, you can get these legendaries. And rumor has it you can get them after before or after the second gym, which I think that's kind of stupid. Like, why would you want to get a Mew that early in the game, or Jirachi, and then just destroy the game? Like, I mean, if I'm gonna get them, because I mean it's Mew and Jirachi, but I'm not gonna use them. They're going straight to the box, you know. Let's see. Let's go back here, and then we have legendary encounter. So, okay. So encounter legendary Pokemon in the Romanus Park. So this is actually something else that was data mined, and it took them a long time to actually get in it. But essentially, Romanus Park replaces the PAL Park from the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And if you know, PAL Park is how you used to be able to move Pokemon from the GBA games to the DS games. You know, you could put like 10 Pokemon every day or whatever, and stuff like that. So basically, you would upload the Pokemon from your GBA game to your DS version of Diamond or Pearl in the PAL Park, and then you could go into the PAL Park with PAL balls and catch them, and you can only do like 10 a day or whatever. And it was a weird thing, but it was interesting though. And so they replaced the PAL Park with the Romanus Park, which is a place where you can go in, and I believe you can battle trainers in here. You can also get legendary Pokemon. So there is an altar where you go to put a plate on the altar. According to to Centro, there are a couple of plates. If you have the Discovery plate, you can get the Reggie Ice, Steel, Reggie Rock, the original Reggies. If you have the Kanto plate, you can get the Generation 1 Legendary Trio, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Even though I heard that this might be version exclusive. I heard that you can get the Legendary Birds on Pearl, and you can get the Legendary Dogs on Diamond. I haven't confirmed that, but that's what I heard though. So the Johto slate, you can get Entei, Suicune, and Reiko. The Soul slate, you can get Latios and Latias. And then with the Rainbow slate, you can get Ho-Ho. The Squall slate, you can get Lugia. But I heard that these are also exclusive. I heard that Lugia is exclusive to Pearl, and Ho-Ho is exclusive to Diamond, which is bootleg, because I would like to get Lugia and the Legendary Dogs. I mean, Ho-Ho is great, but I mean, it's freaking Lugia though. I mean, Kyogre with the Oceanic slate, the Tectonic slate with Groudon, the Stratospheric slate for Rayquaza, the Genome slate for Mewtwo, so Mewtwo is in the game, and the Distortion slate will get you the Grecius Orb, which is the thing you use to transform Giratina into his alternate form. Alright, so the rest of them I'm going to be talking about from Centro. So we have, it's been confirmed that you can access the Grand Underground before the post game, and thus catch a lot of the Pokemon from outside of the Sinnoh decks during your walkthrough. So you can go in the Underground before the post game, which I kind of figured you would, because that would definitely fix the issue, because the Pokédex is strictly the Diamond and Pearl Pokédex. So it's not the Platinum decks, it's the Diamond and Pearl decks. So the only fire Pokemon are Infernape and Rapidash. So yeah, this fixes that problem. Now, we don't know when you can get into the Underground, because for whatever reason, nobody's really leaked the Underground stuff that I've seen anyway. Of course, moves. So there are so basically, as far as moves go, there are a lot of moves that are missing. There are currently 826 moves in Pokemon, and out of these, BDSP has 512. 314 moves have been removed, and these are pretty much the same moves that were removed in Sword and Shield, with the exception of Hidden Power, because Unknown is in this game, and Hidden Power is the only move that Unknown knows. So, I mean, they had to put it back in the game. But pretty much any move that wasn't in Sword and Shield is not in BDSP. So yeah, Megas are not in the game, Alolan forms are not in the game, Galarian forms are not in the game. So this was kind of expected, at least for the Megas. I didn't expect them to have the alternate forms not in the game either. I expected those to probably be in the Underground, but that is definitely interesting. So this one is a big one. So this is a big interesting one. So they've confirmed that the game is 465 gigs without the day one patch. And according to Nintendo, the final game will be 8 gigs. Now, this is kind of interesting, because if you go to the eShop, and I might put a picture in here if I can. If you go to the eShop, it says the game is 10 gigs. And so the reason why this is such an interesting thing is because depending on the size of this patch, depends on how much content is in the patch. So like I was saying earlier, there are two parties talking about this game. One party is clowning people. Oh, the game doesn't even have an opening movie. The game doesn't have certain animations in it. There are glitches in it. And they're basically clowning people about this unfinished game that doesn't have the patch that will complete the game. You know what I'm saying? So you got those people, and then you've got people who are smoking like mad hopium that, oh, it's gonna add Megas, and it's gonna add, like, the patch is gonna add, like, the Battle Frontier, and so both of these parties are wrong, okay? Maybe. Alright, so if the patch really, if Centro is right here, and the patch itself is gonna be roughly 4.5 gigs, if it's roughly that about 4.5 gigs, then that's kind of substantial. I mean, that's about that's big enough for the soundtrack. It's big enough for the fix the glitches. That'll definitely add in an opening movie, and maybe that will patch in some online features that aren't in the game already. So that's pretty substantial, because everything else I've heard about the game, that's actually fine. Now, if this is not true and that the patch is bigger than this, but that would be kind of crazy if the patch itself is bigger than the game. And because if the whole game is 10 gigs and this is 4.5 gigs, that means that the patch would have to be roughly 5.5 gigs, which will make the patch bigger than the game. That's kind of substantial. I mean, that could add a lot of content. Not a lot more, but a lot of content nonetheless. So that's why everybody's talking about this day one patch. Not to mention there's going to be in the patch on the 11th that will give people access to certain online aspects of the game. So we haven't even gone over what could be in that patch yet. So that's interesting. So Masuda is in the game. So luckily they didn't spoil what was going on with Masuda, but he's in the game, which that's cool. You know, that's probably gonna be on the thumbnail. There's a second rematch with the Elite Four. So yeah, I heard about this. So the rematch, you can actually rematch with Elite Four, and you can rematch with the gym leaders and other people in the game, and they are ridiculously strong. Like, Cynthia is the strongest Pokemon trainer in the franchise now. Like Red from Heart Gold and Soul Silver is done. Like one of Cynthia's Pokemon is like level 86. 86. Bruh. Like, I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. Like, I am so happy to get smoked by Cynthia, bro. I would totally try that, Joe. This is gonna be good. You know, the post-game battles are pretty hard. 88. Yeah, her Garchomp in the second match is 88. That's crazy. So the Distortion World is not in the game. So it's going to be called the Distortion Room. Ramona's Park, you can find the Gracious Orb. There are rematches for gym leaders. And yeah, so so basically he's reiterating what he had said already. And you can still pass down egg moves through the nursery. So I wouldn't expect them to really mess with the breeding all that much. So this one right here is the list of moves that are in the game, that are not in the game, the TMs that were replaced. Now, I'm not sure if Hidden Power is, Hidden Power is in the game, but I think the TM has been replaced. So Hidden Power is in the game, and I assume that, you know, certain Pokemon can still learn it through level up or breeding, but you can't get it as a TM anymore. So Hidden Power, TM10 is replaced as Work Up, TM21 is Dazzling Gleam, 27 is Low Sweep, 43 is Vault Switch, 49 is Scald, Silverwind's been replaced with Bug Buzz, which I think that's pretty good because Bug Buzz is like one of the best bug type moves in the game. So, you know, Embargo, which Embargo was always weird. It's been switched with Nasty Plot. So Nasty Plot's a TM now. You know, so for all those special sweepers out there, Nasty Plot is a TM. Snarl has replaced Captivate, and Natural Gift has been replaced with Bulldoze, which is kind of random because Natural Gift is a normal move, and y'all just replaced that jump with a ground type move. But okay, so this one was kind of a disappointment. So most of the moves that were removed in Sword and Shield are not back, and that includes Return, Heal Order, and Pursut. And I'm like, why is Pursut was such a big thing in Generation 4? Alright, having stuff that had Pursut was good, especially if it was Dark type and it was Stab. You know what I'm saying? Adaptability was an ability in Generation 4. So using Adaptability Pursut, because Adaptability boosts, at least back then, it boosts the damage on moves that were 60 damage and under. So adaptability stab Pursut was kind of lit. I ain't gonna lie, it was good, and now Pursut's not in the game anymore. So the events of Darkrai, Shaman are there, but incomplete. And so more than like, so this one right here is essentially that Arceus, Darkrai, and Shaman are in the game, but they're gonna be events later down the line. And I wouldn't be surprised if Arceus is not gonna be, his event's probably gonna be in January as promotion for Legends Arceus, or some way tied with Legends Arceus. Darkrai and Shaman, I have no idea when they're gonna do those events, but I could definitely tell they're probably going to do them eventually, especially since they just announced Shaman's gonna be in Legends Arceus. It would be crazy for them to not put him in BDSP as well. Alright, so that's about it for this. So that's about it for the data mine stuff. This is stuff that was really important, because everything's really been data mined. Like all the pictures of all the Pokemon. There are 493 Pokemon in the game. All of the customization options have been leaked. All the move sets for all the trainers have been leaked. That stuff I haven't looked at because I don't want to get spoiled that hard. But all that stuff is available. Centro, say what you want about Centro, but Centro has been on the ball with these BDSP leaks. Alright, he's been on the ball with these suckers, bro. He really, the word, the leaks in his name, he earned that sucker these last couple days. But of course, shout out to Centro, the data miners, all those people. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. Maybe this might be my last video on BDSP, at least not until I play the game, unless something else crazy comes up. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.